God bless everybody. Today I want to talk about the topic be still and know. In Psalms 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." God gave me this verse when I first began standing for my marriage. It took me a while to fully grasp and understand what it meant. During my stand, I thought that I had to pursue my husband or to constantly remind him that I didn't want the divorce, I thought that I had to try and make him understand that he was wrong and show him scriptures and show him how God was working in my life. I thought that if I stopped messaging him or pursuing him, that he would forget about me. But I was wrong. After trying to talk to my husband and being rejected, and sometimes he would be kind and he would kid around with me, and that got my hopes up, But soon after that, he would reject me again, and it was like a roller coaster that I was putting myself in because I was not listening to God. God was telling me to be still and know. And what does it mean to be still? It means to stop striving, stop fighting, in this case, in the flesh, to stop fighting in the flesh. It means to put your hands down, be calm, be quiet, and not move. But I wasn't doing any of that. I was pursuing, getting anxious, getting happy, and then getting sad when things went wrong. And soon after, God brought to me the parable of the prodigal son in Luke 15:1, which says, "And he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, 'Father, give me the portion of thy substance that falleth to me.' And he divided unto them his living." Here, it doesn't say that he begged him not to go. It doesn't say that he begged his son not to go. It doesn't say that he tried to change his mind, It says he gave him what he asked for and let him go. That didn't mean that the father didn't love him. It didn't mean he just forgot about him. It didn't mean that, that he didn't care about him. His father, he just patiently waited for his son to come back. And when he did come back, he received him with open arms. He wasn't angry or treated him bad. He welcomed him with love. And God also put in my heart his own example of how he loves us. He loves us that he died for us on that cross. But when we separate from him, when we choose things of this world instead of him, he doesn't force us. He gives us free will to go. He doesn't bash us. He lovingly lets us go. And when we decide to come back to him because we realize that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, he takes us back with no reproach. And that's just another example of how we have to be. We have to be like Christ. And last but not least, in 1 Corinthians 7:15 says, "Yet if the unbelieving departeth, let him depart. The brother or the sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God has called us in peace." This verse clearly says to let him or her leave. Don't try to stop them. Don't try to fight in the flesh. This is spiritual. We can only win this battle in the spirit. And the word of God says in 1 Peter 3:1, "Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands, so that if any of them do not believe in the word, they may be won over without words by the behavior of their wives." In this situation, your spouse is not a believer. He doesn't believe that there's any possible way that your marriage can be restored. But don't try and win them with words, but with our behavior. How we no longer pursue, we no longer try to control the situation. How we're no longer angry or suspicious of anything or bitter. But when we do have communication with them, they can notice a change in us, a new change, from God, and a true change. And that can only come from submitting to God and to his word. one very good book that has really helped me view what I was doing wrong is called How God Can and Will Restore Your Marriage by Aaron Thiel. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But this book has showed me where I need to change and showed me where I was wrong thinking I was doing the right thing. And I strongly recommend this book, but also seek God and ask Him to show you where you need to change and to make you that person that He wants you to be. Like, don't try and fake to be a changed person, because that will only last for a while, you know? If you want your marriage back and restored for good, the changes must be genuine. And I really hope that this has been of a blessing to you, and I will be leaving my email in the description below if you ever need anybody to talk to for encouragement. Just email me. You don't have to give me your name. You don't have to give me specifics, and I'm not gonna ask. I'll be just somebody to listen and to give your encouragement based on the Word of God and what I have learned through my stand. And so I really hope that this video blesses you, and that in one way or another God confirms any questions that you might have, any doubts. Just pray to Him and seek His Word. First of all, seek His Word. What I like to do is read the daily verse on the Bibles that I have downloaded on my phone sometimes, and I just need a word of encouragement. I just say, Lord, give me something, and He always gives me something. And also, like, just some verses, stick them on your fridge, on your bathroom mirror, somewhere where you can remember, when maybe you're feeling a little bit down, you can just look and then have a reminder. I have some in my mirror, and some, one that I really like is, blessed is she that believed that He would fulfill His promise. And I'm not exactly sure where it is located in the Bible, but that is a very beautiful verse that sometimes uplifts me when I try to, or when I start to doubt, I have to keep believing, because I'm blessed, because I keep believing in Him no matter what I see. And so God bless you, and we'll talk in the next video. God bless.